All right, Miles, we got to talk Colorado Buffs. Once again, they are in the news and for doing some things right. They've had a great offseason, of course, bringing in Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. They dominated the transfer portal game, the recruiting class. All momentum is heading forward to the talent they brought on the field. But there's new news affecting Colorado. That's Deion Sanders taking a shot across the bow and stealing a valuable asset from one of the top programs, maybe the top program in all the country, Miles. This is huge.
Yeah, Nick. And when you look at Colorado, they're doing everything right. Everything this season is stacking up. I feel like it's going to be an excellent season. Coming off of a horrendous season last year, I feel like Colorado's poised to make a bowl game, and that would be awesome. But this season isn't what we're asking about. Today, what we want to know is what is your favorite Colorado Buffs season of all time? You got the national championship, but there could be another sneaky good season, a big bowl game they went to, something on your mind that was really exciting. So let us know in the comments below, what is your favorite Buff season of all time? But Nick, I got to know, who did they steal? Who is this mystery man?
Yeah, so the Buffs have obviously done a great job this offseason, adding a lot of top talent, obviously bringing in Sanders and all the recruits and the transfers. And they've done so in the context of where Colorado and other Pac-12 conferences relate, right? They haven't gone toe-to-toe with the big dogs. Obviously, Georgia's, the Alabamas, the Texases still remain on top, the Ohio States and Michigans, in terms of recruiting class and just the preeminent college football programs. Maybe not anymore when this story is any indication of it. So this is from buffzone.com. According to a source, Colorado is to hire Alabama's Sal Sunseri to coach defensive tackles. Sunseri, 63, spent the past 4 seasons at Alabama, where he worked alongside new Colorado University defensive coordinator Charles Kelly. Sunseri and Kelly also worked together at Florida State. From 2019 to 2021, Sunseri coached Alabama's linebackers. Last season, he moved to an off-the-field role, I should say, with the Crimson Tide as a special assistant to head coach Nick Saban. This was Sunseri's second stint at Alabama, as he worked as an assistant head coach and linebackers coach from the Tide from 2009 to 2011. He moved around to a number of programs, spent time in the NFL as well. Sunseri has in his long and storied career. Now, obviously, Miles, he's a good coach. He's going to have a good impact, on the defensive side of the ball for the Buffs. But I think what this really is, this is a shot across the bow from Sanders to Saban, right? This is, hey, listen, I'm at Colorado, but I'm not playing second fiddle to the SEC. We're going down there and taking some of your recruits, and we're going to keep going down there. We're not going to stop at the recruits. We're not going to stop at the transfers. We're going to go after your coaches too. We are going to compete with the Alabamas. We're going to compete with the Georgias. We're going to compete with the Ohio States, the Texases, whatever, the top blue blood programs, the Oklahomas, in the entire world of college football. And we're going to take your best recruits. We're going to get your best guys out of the transfer portal, and we're going to take your best assistant coaches, your most prized, experienced, veteran, expensive coaches. I think this is exactly the message Deion Sanders is sending to the Nick Saban and to the rest of the college football world, saying, listen, we're going for everything. We're playing for keeps, not just recruits, not just transfers, coaches too, boosters, fan bases, the whole shebang. Colorado is all in on competing with the biggest of the big dogs in the college football world, Miles. That's my take on this story. What are your thoughts on this move?
Yeah, no, I mean, when you're talking about Coach Prime, you're talking about a guy who's not afraid of anybody. Not even Nick Saban, not Alabama, not Georgia.
Even with the Geico commercial or Aflac commercials, right?
Exactly. They're close. Obviously, they have a working relationship. Maybe that duck gets him a little bit, but outside of that, he's not afraid of anybody. And this just shows, like you said, he came across and grabbed a great one. Because Sunseri is an excellent coach, and even former Alabama players agree. Defensive tackle Nick Gentry, you mentioned that they had moved Sunseri up into the box off the field. He said they should have put him back on the damn field, saying that he needed to be amongst the guys, talking to the players, coaching on the field. But that is the only thing. Sunseri has been extremely good at developing this talent. I think it's going to boost the status of these Colorado pass rushers, because you look at some of the guys he's worked with. You got Courtney Upshaw, great pass rusher. You got Anfarini Jennings, another great pass rusher. Trell Lewis, Christopher Allen, Will Anderson, Dallas Turner. He's worked with a lot of really great Alabama pass rushers, and he has a strong pedigree in developing those kind of players. So I think this is a valuable addition. I think he's going to be a big time coach. But as you've said, Deion Sanders is showing that he is willing to do whatever it takes, and he is not afraid of anybody, and he's not even just aiming, to bring the Buffs, win the division, something like that. He's going for the national championship. That's his goal, and you have to have the best to be the best. So this is another thing in that line of thinking.
Yeah, especially since I've gotten the feeling a little bit from some of the blue bloods around college football that they kind of like view Sanders in Colorado. It's like, oh, that's nice. That's cool. They can do their thing at Boulder. They can compete in the Pac-12, but we're going to stay over here and we're going to just dominate where real football is played, in the SEC, Big Ten, whatever they think. But here's Deion Sanders basically responding saying, No, that's not the case. You have a good staff. Well, I'm going to take your best guys off your staff. You have a lot of experienced coaches that develop guys in NFL prospects that help you recruit better. I'm going to take that guy. I'm going to put him on my staff. Oh, by the way, in the meantime, I'm still competing with you recruits in the Southeast. I'm still competing with you and transfers in the Southeast. And before you know it, I'm going to be competing against you in the college football playoff with the same guys I took from you. That is the message Sanders is saying to Saban, to Smart, to the rest of the college football world. And I think he's really serious in backing it up, because this is a guy, he's an elite level competitor, Deion Sanders is, for all his flash and everything he does with the media and everything like that. He wants to win. That's what he has been since day one in his professional career, whether football or baseball for that matter. He was very competitive in the broadcast world as well, and he's been that way as a head coach as well. So I think going forward, if you're a Colorado Buffs fans, this move here is yet another indication. Deion Sanders is playing for keeps, and he doesn't want to compete just in the Pac-12. He wants to compete at the national stage, and if he has his way, he's going to get it done.